We ain't going here. We on here. Ah, I'm trying to get this little. Y'all gonna see these little fall looks. I'll post them for y'all. But baby, I got these little chocolate boots. Like, oh, like who wouldn't want that, right? All right, y'all. Yeah, this is my first day of freedom. I am gonna only be here for 30 minutes. I'm gonna do my TikTok live because I didn't get to do it yesterday. So I gotta go in there and be with my babies. You know what I'm saying? We gotta talk about this alignment. But today's message, we are talking about everything aligning because never have I imagined ever in life that I would just do what I've done within the last 6 months. I kept talking to him. I was like, okay, what we doing? How we doing it? How we moving and shifting? Like what's going on? And I guess I felt stalled or stuck or in misbelief or whatever. And I was like, that's not how it's supposed to be, right? So I was just like, okay, God, like what's going on? How we moving and shifting? Like what's going like what we doing? And baby, when I tell you this man has done some magic within the last 6 months after my awakening. And I was like, people's like, what's an awakening? Like, hi, it's your girl, IDripIsh. I am your favorite concept creator, writer. They say director, producer because I just got into the entertainment industry, but it is what it is, okay? Um, but yeah, so I guess it started like a couple of years ago. I was like, everything I'm doing just didn't fit right. It didn't feel right. I was just like, hey, Yopa, Grand Rising King. And like everything I did was not fitting right. It just didn't make sense. And I was like, there got to be something more. And the way I ain't gonna say the way I was raised. My mother raised me perfect, like how to dream and stuff. But like the people that were surrounding by me, they're more so like they were 9 to 5 or content. Like stick with the same basic things every time. A couple travels, happy hours, some nice dinners, some flaunt, maybe some name brand items, yada yada yada. And I was just like, yeah, and it was cool for 2 seconds. And I was like, something's not fulfilling me. It's not going the way it needs to do. So I started talking to the man upstairs. I was like, okay, what are we doing now? Because this don't make sense. And he was like, hold on. He just kept telling me to wait. And I was like, okay. So I just kind of got distracted. I put myself into work, work, work. That's all I ever did. In these last 3 years, I would say I've seen the biggest change I've ever seen. As he started to guide me and push me into the evolving season I am in now, what I'm saying? I started seeing things differently, the way people move differently. My surroundings started changing. I was just like, okay, small things started happening. And he was like, you ready for this? And I was like, am I? Fine. He's like, you're built for this. We got you. I was like, okay, cool. We started doing it, right? Move on to the next thing. Something else happened. I'm like, well, dang, okay. And just like that, I got separated, and then my divorce was finalized last year. Cool. Last year, my year removal, and I never seen so many people leave. It's just like he took a group collective of people and like, okay, that's it. Y'all gotta go. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. And I didn't have I can't even question. I was like, okay, so why did that have to happen? He was like, because you were built for this and it had to happen so you can see things. And I was like, cool. I wasn't ready for it. He thinks I'm ready for it. So I was like, okay, I don't have no option now. It's not my world. It's his world and I just live in it. Cool. I'm being aligned with what I asked to be aligned with. I said my goal is to never to be financially just like I'm not trying to be wealthy. I'm just trying to be financially free. But my goal is to always help people along the way. If I'm helping people unveil their purpose and their alignment, then my job is done. And that's how I always see it. So I'm cool with that. Fine. Yeah. So like last year I started losing friends. Cool. I was like, it's gonna happen. You go through seasons anyway, and girls are iffy, so fine, whatever. People started acting funny, especially when like I wasn't paying for things, and I was like, yeah, I stopped going out that much, and I was like, it just got tiring. I was like, it's Houston. Like, what can you do? Like, Houston is Houston. It never sleeps, and yes, they got so many different things to do, but everything just costs and does so much. I don't have to align myself with spending money just to do things. No. So I was like, okay, like, what we doing, Jesus? Like, what's going on next? How we doing it? This year, well, at the end of last year, I filmed my first movie with no resources, little to no resources. I had a little bit of money. What's up, Papa? And then I had um faith. And yeah, I definitely just I filmed my first movie, and I was like, okay, is this what you want? I was still confused about God. I was like, okay, what are we doing? How are we moving and shifting? And he was just like, wait, I'm showing you some things. But he knew I had to get rid of certain people. I was like, I hear the conversations that people are having about me, some of the actors or the cast or whatever, and I'm looking like, okay, cool, whatever. People gonna be people. Then let them not let the misbelievers be, naysayers be, because guess what? At the end of the day, if I keep pushing where I need to be, I'm gonna be at a level to where they're gonna be like, oh, I like to show people better than I could tell them. So yeah, I'm doing that. So as this year went by, I was like, okay, what are we doing next? How is this supposed to move and shift? He was like, wait, I still got to remove people. So he's just been removing people out of my life, left and right. And I mean, the way I've been shocked about the foolery, about how people really feel about me is definitely different. I was like, okay, so like, what are we doing now? So he was like, I'm just getting started. So I was just like, okay, this is some weird stuff. So y'all know I just filmed my second movie, which I'm excited about. It's a big deal for me. And I was like, cool. I think we're going to get better each time. But I was like, I'm building a team. And people don't look at me. They look at me crazy because I'm a bigger believer. They want me to shrink my dreams or my aspirations. I was like, I can never shrink anything. I was aligned to do this. Everything that's happening has been aligned on purpose. So in April, God gave me my awakening. After I blocked my ex, that crazy ex of mine, God was like, bet. You did your assignment. You were supposed to do it. I was like, okay, cool. He woke me up the next day and I had the awakening, and it's just like my eyes opened up and I was just like, okay. Everything's just been aligning how it should have. And I was like, okay, that's what we're doing. Yes, everything's aligning. But then I have like kickback, I have resistance, and I have people constantly telling me things, and I just got tired of hearing it. I'm looking like I'm surrounded by so many effing naysayers and how they don't ever believe, or women that want to compete, that they think I'm trying to take their spotlight. Baby, I can't take their spotlight. I'm my own spotlight, baby. I'm gonna do what I do. You do you, I'm gonna do me. You know how big this world is. Like, there's room for everybody, but that's a problem a lot with our community because they want to compete against each other. Like, baby, there's no competition. God made me. He made you, and that's it. And then that's it. So I was just like, what are we talking about here? And I was like, okay, God, some things don't feel like it's aligning. He was like, because I'm still working on it. So he's been kind of like unveiling people left and right to me. Awakening does come from pain and struggle. You right about that, baby. I cried a lot of tears last year. I cried a lot of tears this year, but this year was more so happy tears. All I can do is thank the man for showing me who really had my back. And I'm looking like I didn't know my friends hated me that much, but hey, I was like, okay, cool. They hate me. They don't like me. They don't want to see me succeed. Fine. I mean, who do they want to see succeed? They'd rather support. I said that made no sense to me. I'm looking like, so y'all will envision knowing somebody that you never met before. Y'all support them. As everything was aligning, I had to break it down like my friends would support a stranger or something of that nature versus support their own person that they know that they can help elevate or kind of help elevate. Just no. I didn't get that all. I got a bunch of kickback. I was like, cool, whatever. I'm gonna do me anyways. So the minute I stopped going to happy hours, doing there, paying for things, the minute I pulled back and put all my energy in just to me, no, you're right. I started seeing it for myself, and I started seeing like everything, and I was just like, okay, cool. There's a lot of kickback. Cool. I had to get used to it. A lot of people with the effing energy. Cool. A lot of people coming at me, telling me about myself. Cool. Is that all you got? Because at the end of the day, if you're not doing anything, and we are not on the same alignment or path to doing the same thing, you can't compare yourself to me. You can't even think of what you want me to do. I love when people feel like they have a vision for your life. I'm like, that's not your job. That's somebody else's job. Hello. You know what I'm saying? So why do you feel like you need to say something to somebody else? Or why do you feel like you need to impose your opinion or what you feel that they need to do? My whole life I had to worry about people telling me what I feel like they need to do, how I need to move and shake, how I can do this because I'm talented at this, I'm talented at the end of the day that got me nowhere. Where was I at? Where was when I didn't have it all and I was hustling and I need help, where were they at? When I was sick and down to my bone, where were they at? Did anybody come and say, I got you? Did anybody be like, oh, I'm going to support you? I got very minimal support. And I still get minimal support for certain people these days. Cool. I let it be. The movie, I'm trying to get the Christmas one onto an app now. I got to get approved. And then the Thanksgiving one, when it's done editing, I'm just going to post it like on a website where you can actually just see them, see the movie. Because I don't have time to put it like on Tubi or anything just because it's 60 to 90 days to get that thing. So yeah, I'm pushing it with this Christmas one. But I was trying to get that done and download it and film the Thanksgiving one. But y'all, I did a bunch of different things today. So yeah. I am gonna post on my Instagram and on YouTube. Y'all can see my hypothetical trailer for one of my bigger projects, Biker and the Beauty. And then we're gonna go from there. Because baby, what? Mama's gonna come in and people like, well, you're cute and you're stylish and you do this, you should do this, you should do that. I'm like, look, this is what God called me to do. Yes, I love to dress. I am gonna start somebody's fashion styling line or something because baby, this is cute. Okay, like what? Okay, like I know that, but I was like, I have to get started with this project because this is the first one that God said I gotta do. Boom, we gonna do it. He told me it was mine. I gotta do it. I gotta follow, be obedient, follow my assignment so things can start aligning. So as these last 6 months have been going through, I told you it's been up and down with emotions and God, I'm grateful. God, I'm scared. The scarcity mindset, nervous and worried, and it was just so much weighing in on me. And I was like, only thing I want to hear from people is like, "Ish, you got this. Good luck." You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you. That's the only thing I want to hear. But no, I got a bunch of you're acting funny. You're doing this. You're doing that. And I was looking like, what is the problem here? I had a little excitement because something good is happening to me. And instead of people being surrounded, celebrating with me, they were more so upset that I have no idea. And that's like the hate is real out here, like the F. And they like, get over yourself. You're overthinking it. Am I? Then what's the issue? That part. They like you when you're not, they like it when they get the perks of it. They don't like it when they're not getting the perks. I don't know. Everybody always finds a reason for something. Miss me with that one or two, boo, because I'm not the one nor the two. Okay, like I can get really hood when I need to, but I try to stay in my peace girl era. Like at the F, I ain't got time to go back and forth with a motherfucker, and I damn sure ain't got time to compete and compare myself to a motherfucker that's not even me. God made me me. He made you you. Do you, boo? Whatever you're aligned with is what's supposed to be what you're aligned with. I'm not out here to get a bag or overcharge people or do anything. I'm out here to live my best truth, live my best life, and if I can help people along the way, then my job is done. That's all I ever wanted. So I don't need that little kickback or resistance or whatever negative bullshit that people like to bring my way sometimes. So yeah, I'm definitely doing some things, and people's like, oh, they're waiting on it, they're waiting on these projects. I was like, look, I'm like a one-man band. And if I can find a team like I want to, bam, then we doing something, right? So I'm building. I'm waiting for God to send me this tribe that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That, hey, we all want this. Because a lot of people kind of move and shake on their term. Cool. I'm not a waiter. I don't wait on people. If I waited for everybody to be ready and actually do what they're supposed to do, baby, I would never even did the movie or did anything. But people, I think, sometimes are low key jealous because I said I was going to go out to do something and I did it. And it's not to say that jealousy is a normal feeling. You know what I'm saying? Insecurities are normal. We all get them. I get them a lot too. But like at the same time, you have to understand these feelings and like how to process them and like why is she aligned for this? Why is she doing this? And people act like I'm just doing it for the hell of it. No, this is something I've actually been called to. This is something the man was like, I'm aligning you with this because there are certain people along the way that needs help. There are certain stories that need to be told. There are different ideas that people don't really think about that you can help with. And I was like, dang, I am a creator. I've always thought outside the box. I do things a lot different. I've always questioned things. Cool. I never had a problem with me being eccentric or weird or whatever people call me. I never had an issue with that because I enjoyed me being me. I enjoy, whatever, the change of looks, the change of the wigs, showing a little body if I got the body, like I've never had a problem with that. And then like confidence, yeah, I mean we go up and down. We're females and you never know, especially when these schmugglies cheat on us with even schmuggliers. And I'm like, oh, a schmuggly cheating with you, even schmugglier? A schmugglier is like the really ugly people. Like a schmuggly's like, okay, they're cute, they're ugly a little bit, just a little mix. They're not bad or anything. They just okay to look at here and there. And it just depends. Like if they dress up, they well shaved, well put together, smell good, that can make them look a little bit better. But then a schmuggly want to mess with a schmugglier person, and I'm just looking like, let the schmugglies begin, let the schmuggly games begin. And I'm like, I'm too cute to be cheated on with a schmugglier, like the F. But it wasn't even about. I don't think it was about me. Period. I'm like, my ex chose to cheat because he chose to cheat. I can't even stop it. I could have did everything in the bedroom, did everything correctly, and he still probably want to cheat it. Baby, that's just probably in his DNA. I don't know. I let it be. But I don't align myself with the bullshit. And I definitely don't align myself with these negative entities that people kept and trying to instill into my life and tell me that I could never have. I've always dreamed big. I've always wanted more. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more and striving for the best version of yourself or evolving into the multi-millionaire you want to become. So the fact that I had to lose people along that way, cool. The fact that people had to expose themselves, and I didn't even have to do nothing. People expose themselves by themselves, and I was like, okay, cool. I didn't have to do nothing. All I did was keep doing me, and watch how God started exposing people left and right. I was like, the enemies are in this mug. I got some ops. I got frenemies. I got some enemies. I got people trying to take me down. I got people trying to set me up. I'm looking like, baby, this blessing must be overly real because I could never had imagined, shooting 2 movies in 1 year, creating these my little sitcoms. I'm calling them sitcoms because they're going to be TV series. I never would have pictured myself being a writer or a creator. The reason why I tried to network because everybody kept telling me you got to get outside the network. I tried to go outside the network a little bit with people. I love them all, and I'm like, okay, they're cool. Let's connect. I'm excited because I thought we were in the same alignment. No, they look at me like I was a damn opposition, like I'm their competition. I'm like, oh no, I'm just trying to collab. Let's get this work in. Let's do what we do. No, everybody wants to act like everything's a competition. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna do me. So as I've been building by myself, they start coming to ask me questions like, how did you? I'm like, well, don't worry about how. You know what I'm saying? I just did. When the time is there to actually tell the story, I will. Other than that, I ain't got shit to worry about because I asked y'all. I told people, I was like, if I literally hit you up in the beginning of my process, that's because I really thought that you could help. But if you felt like I wasn't big enough or you felt like, why would I help? Then I want you to keep that same energy. Because when I'm on the other side and you see me with these big names and all this other stuff, don't act like you know me then. We're good. It sounds really messed up. People think like I misbelieve things. I'm like, look, I've been around too long in this world to be worried about naysayers and how they want to impose their life, their vision of me onto me. No, that's not what I was called to do. I was called to live my best life, to be free, to help people align with their purpose and their alignment, or understand their assignments. Because a lot of people question why this, why that, why did this have to happen? Why did I lose my job? How did that person cheat on me? Why these people steal money from me? How these people try to set me up? Why did this? And then that's where we're not looking at it. We're looking at it from a different focal point, because at a point in time, like, okay, I can see it, I couldn't see it. Now that I have my awakening, I can see everything. And I'm like, I can hear people's conversations while they're even looking at the people. And I'm looking like, I don't think they know I know, but I'm cool. I can fake the funk when I need to. I know when people try to set me up. I know when people try to do things. I know when people are fake as F towards me. And that's cool. Like, you can do what you want. Like, it doesn't make me a difference neither here nor there. Like, oh, they hate me. Let me go cry in the corner. If I had to do that, baby, I wouldn't even be this far. I don't think I would have the social media following if I listened to what everybody else did, wanted me to do with my social media. And now they're mad because it's growing. Or now they got something to say because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Now they're upset because, you know what, you sparked a fire in me. Now it's go time, because I'm not going to sit here and align myself with people who are stuck in that same pattern that do the same thing over and over again. And granted, I will go be around multimillionaires or people like that, but I'm not even worried about that. I'm trying to align myself with the creators, the people who vision outside the box. Somebody who takes this ordinary sweater and I cut this bitch up. You know what I'm saying? This is my exes. I turned trash into treasure. Just like that. I turned his trash into my treasure. I made it cute. Because what? Why would I throw it away? Baby, we thrifted that. That's one thing he did. He left a bunch of stuff that I'm like, who leaves stuff in my house? Cool. Some of the stuff I trashed. Yes, it was trash. And the other stuff is treasure. Guess what? Rags into riches, boo. And that's what you do. I turned it into a little fashion for females. Turning your ex's shit into female stuff, like, you'd be surprised. And I didn't have to spend no money. You can get a little piece here and there and call it a day. But I had to start looking at things from a different point of view, and I was just like, you're right. I've been tripping this whole time. I've been worried about keeping friends that they really ain't kept me. They don't have my back. They not supporting me. So why the F would I give a shit about supporting them anymore? I've done so much and given out so much of my time and energy to people. And I was like, this season, I don't give two flying rat's asses. Okay. Two flying rat's asses. Guess what we doing? We rocking what we need to do. Like, we're doing what we're saying we're going to do. And we're going to do it. And I've done it. I've been doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. Until I told you, my first goal is to get 10 people like on. Like, I have a number in my head. 10 was my number. And I was like, oh, dang, you know what? I just realized that. Because I won $10 on a lottery ticket the other day on my last day at work. Oh, yeah, I divorced my job. And I always stated these last few years I was going to, either help or, employ 10 people. It's the month of October, 10. I was like, okay, these numbers are coming through. Oh my God. It's like, it's coming. Now I can see it. Oh, baby, this stuff was already aligned. Everything that was meant to happen is supposed to be happening to this moment right now. Yes, I'm freaked out. Yes, I'm scared. No, everybody don't need to know my business. Yes, I'm moving around. Yes, I'm doing things differently. And I don't give a F, okay? If they like me, they like me. They don't, they don't. They can keep it pushing 2 times, okay? 2. Bam. I just don't have any F's to give this season. I'm 41. I refuse to waste the rest of my life for these naysayers that don't even do nothing. And they just want to talk and have something negative to say about you. Cool. Go talk amongst yourselves. Oh, she's always done this. Or she's done that. Or she's cool. I don't need nobody to clap me back. Like, I like to support when people are like, oh no, you don't know her like that. She's cool. I'm like, I love people defending me, but also at the same time, like, oh, let them spread them rumors. It don't make me a difference because they act like it's going to sit there and change things. You can spread lies. You can do what you need to do. You can talk your shit. I think at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, baby, who, what? They're going to be laughing. I think it's like that movie, Temptations. Everybody see this old school. And, their managers, they had a female manager. And she was taking all their money and, using her name and doing all that. And then years later, when they became extremely famous, and she's sitting on that same spot that she was at with that raggedy root studio hitting upstairs with the toilet dripping, and she sees the famous people on TV, and she's just like, I did them so dirty for no reason. That's gonna be me, because I had so many people do me so dirty and try to justify why they did me dirty, or try to make it seem like I was a bad person, or just talk smack about me point blank and spread nasty rumors or whatever, or want people to hate me, because it's better to have a group of collectives to hate me versus support me, because it's just easier to hate than support and love. I think that's what we are aligned with. I guess, I don't know. That's not my alignment. I just never consumed so much negativity and jealousy around women and men, or people who don't know what I'm doing, or how does she even get to that level? How is that possible? I've been working hard at this and I didn't get that far, and she's gone further than me. Or, how dare she gets her light back after, that raggedy marriage of hers? Or how dare she gets her voice after I've done her wrong and spread rumors and try to have people belittle her. Like, look, I can't even fathom like half of it. I'm like, okay, you don't like me, but people want you to be upset, or they want a reaction. They want the top of your, get you out of your character. They want you to rah rah. They want you to go back and forth. I'm looking like, what's the point of arguing? You don't fuck with me, cool. Next, I'll find somebody else. They don't fuck with me after a time, cool. Next. At the end of the day, I think when he starts aligning things, he's gonna start aligning things as they should go. Now it's a brand new chapter for me. This is the last thing that I had to do. And I say I wasn't ready. He said I was ready, so he made me get ready. And it's been enlightening. It's actually been fun. I had the best like happy tears yesterday. And I'm looking like I can't even get mad about it. People want you to be mad and angry. I'm like, it's life. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? When I'm living in a mansion or living in this beautiful home, I'm just like, God, this is me. Like, this is what we doing. Okay. Say less. And I'm going to leave it. I'm going to keep it pushing. So I was like, how can I get mad at the man for doing something? So I definitely had to keep it pushing and, do what I need to do? Because at this point, I know that people are going to try to start distracting me. People are going to try to start doing things even more. With new levels, there's always a new devil, and we know that. But I'm happy for the alignment that I had to go through. I'm happy for people, like for God revealing everybody to me. People think that I don't know, but I do know who's my op. I do know who's my enemy. I do know who's my frenemy. And I do know how people are trying to move and shake and what they have against me. And that's the funny part. I just don't say nothing. I just let it be. Because if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. I can't stop what, things that are supposed to happen. So I just let it be. And I keep it pushing forward. And that's all I can do. So y'all, welcome to my season of my purpose and my alignment. It's your girl, IDripIsh, your favorite concept creator. I am in the building. I'm here on YouTube now. I am going to start getting these videos out for y'all for customer service, bartending, drinks. Teach y'all how to make a bag or two, especially in the customer service industry. I did it for 20 years. And then on top of that, finding your purpose, styling tips. And let's just talk about it. Like, talk that ish. So, yeah. And my name is actually Ish. So that's why people's like, really? Yes, my dad named me Ishmaelita. Everybody calls me Ish for short. Oh, 27. So it's been a pleasure. And we're about to get started once a week. I'm going to get on here. We'll start doing my videos. I might do a little bit more, but let's just see how it goes. I'm about to go do my TikTok right now. So definitely I want y'all to stay tuned. Definitely look out because the movies and the skit series are coming. And it's no joke. I'm a writer. That's what I do. I create. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all look out for your girl. Bye, Felicia's. We gonna get it.